with an slot and young one, no man to total no. Yeah, young because Babu free bano, he's not a coach that man and Nambi bro to me. I am quite an answer. What then Nambi Brian Quayama? Indeed, I'm not surprised in 7 to total, and I said no matter you know. And yeah, bad cross Premier League Ayaka say will lead this season. We bought 2 Champions League games. We winning back, we lose back. In now, but yeah, who say I didn't bonipuma. Me catch you say games now not all bono. And you're finishing the season games now all when you need to grind results. Na no one when and so I don't know. Anything mean mounts at a year performance not to the end of the season. Mean sustaining. So I was talking about it, and I feel now catch up with him. Probably he will come out against Chelsea if you beat me about. But these things are and he said no man enjoyed it. But yesterday he got the tactics no wrong. Meaning maybe he wanted to shut Yilmaz from that and you know that from born and him a ball Sibusla Wonachi. But that was something that a disaster. Meaning the into yes I had but the call now on one case to me I think that he will learn from it because at a point in time na me who didn't do me neighborhood. So the best thing for him to do is to get Florent of the team, bring in Sibusla to the position, no get McAllister back to the position, no performance and the Liverpool. That would be the best no betting here. If he will be able to do that, Liverpool your batting. And team na that one lose players be that you need to fix something. Be answer I am fixing. So I think that bet my no year. But yesterday so affirmed to me, say Branty friend here, Victor Osimhen is an elite striker. He's a striker that by beard the man stage, beard the man is winning as Biano, or be at that level. Looking at game now, no more bono. And the tempo and the level of the game, players are no more kind. He gave his all, and any single time that Unya Bono, Utimus and Liverpool defenders, no yado mo echiromo. The same chance that I we expect to beat me finishes Abono. But on the day Victor Osimhen cementing the players that he's an elite striker, and look at penalty no. Time now penalty no buy no. We game no. Any how our pressures we give him kept me cool. And he get the ball at the back of the net. I think he's an elite striker. And he's telling people that he needed to play in Europe proper. I can't say taking Europe. But I mean, when it comes to football, near Europe, in Europe as my yeka. So watch and now, the kind of a striker we see here. Last season, he gave over 30 goals and so for Galatasaray. And this season, he started well. He's giving them goals, though he's not been fit. But he's giving them something that or more ends with me. And to me, yesterday, watching him against Konate, Safana, I see he's one of the strikers that me have enjoyed watching him. Even when the ball we are seeing a year prime Ronaldo again. We are seeing prime Ronaldo again in a bunch of killing Mbappe Lutin's army. This is what Real Madrid bargained for. This is what Real Madrid wanted to have last season. No, per one statistics. Last season was not too good a season for him. Even with that, for the first time playing the La Liga, he won the PSG. He gave Real Madrid goals. Yeah. So the kind of performance all Real Madrid says, that was what Ronaldo was giving them. Though teams you are not moving any goals or say normal goals near there, but these are games that you need to score goals to build your confidence, and he is building the confidence. We will see him in tougher games that he will give his all. Hat-trick against this team. That is what top players do. And what Hurricanes are saying. That is what strikers say. Yeah, when you are a striker of a big team, which your teams nobody work from now. You are a player that you came to work. So I think that what Mbappe is giving Real Madrid, what he is doing, if so about to also say yeah till the end of the season, Real Madrid will Papa BG our season him being the Champions League. Let me put it here clear, being the Champions League 2026 World Cup. France will definitely come to the World Cup. Looking at Deschamps, how we see building a team, or a very good team. In the World Cup, mean who you crying himself, France bet me a him, or man baby are probably the same is there on bet me do. If Real Madrid win the Champions League and he gets him and as my friend of France to a year the semi-finals of the World Cup next year, probably he will be taking the Ballon d'Or or whatever to the house. But the Kofi Akwakusiwo, no, and so made in here. And he will be completing football at a very young age. Imagine he wins the Champions League with Real Madrid, win the Ballon d'Or and everything. You see what he's saying?
Europeans or 25.
No, we born about that because we J FIFA World Cup or we J Champions League kahun. No, Sanji did go kibi. Esabe J Ballon d'Or the kahun. Born we bo. Jaka biya for fun. I say we know you reckon na we na dia ka chiri bia na ani je.
Aka FIFA Club World Cup.
FIFA Club World Cup. Say Rima the oyi. Ene the Rima team na ekono. Trophies bi o ha na je nya Rima din. That trophies no net trophies are what the best care Rima. This is Rima that we are talking about. A Copa del Rey bi dia. Because Copa del Rey me nim how I am si bono. But omuno ne the use ye na dwuma no kwaku. Heba bi oda most goals in Champions League. Kwaku so wo hwe din a won. Nneoma bi say nti papa we ni Erling Haaland na oniam person over retire intem no. Because we mistake. Now retire say be why and wo so referee madi ne so a. O mba be ye chi pasa.
All your record we there. Omumu ba ko de beto. That record we Ronaldo 141 goals in the day. That record we saw that ever called with
pam na say Mbappe infi ya we goals ya wo she team ya wo boy see ya no be kono na say the nim to one time grant na vie nche no be kono akwagu sa record we twam simple
Ronaldo records ni na em say Ronaldo record na ne ye be fo pa no e sa record
because
we well, next 10 years, next 10 years, I will be breaking.
I rate at which Mbappe goes. When the but the Champions League in the year, you throw the money me Chama Ronaldo because the kind of goals he's giving. Just look at this 60 goals for Real Madrid. Even when I say prime Ronaldo, maybe probably I may be mistaken because 89 games in 60 goals as compared to Ronaldo there. No, you love to see Mbappe play. Always, the reason why always I see him as a complete player. This is a player that who adapting was so well into a position that you're familiar with. He needed to be talked to on adapted to the system. And now as a number 9, he's giving goals. From Wales, one of Crown or goals. Dembele is one of our new fletcher, but no nice and no Maya Yiga. Now, it didn't will be two players, Menumians, no Chego. The same thing is to Abrante Fen Mbappe. So now goes now for
numbers for Madrid, no.
For no understand that, so yes, one year. For no understand that, these are the numbers for Kylian Mbappe in Real Madrid and at Real Madrid. Because could look at the numbers, the goals, you know, they are scary. But I saw more at his age, playing for Real Madrid, giving this form of a performance, yes, or more. To go, some people in the city here. Let me do quickly and then do a year. Maybe Antonio Conte, maybe Papa. Antonio Conte, looking at him, the name he's made for himself in winning leagues. He's won 6 league titles, 1 in England, 5 in Italy. And Italy, no, it goes across 3 teams: Juventus, Inter Milan, Napoli. England with team my friend at Chelsea. So looking at him, when it comes to league, he's shown that he's a master of that game. Winning leagues ain't a problem for man. But when it comes to winning Champions League, play even good and going to far as you can in the Champions League, you want to know Conte. The best he's done in Europe is to play an Europa League final, which of course he lost to Sevilla. That is the achievement he's got in the European football. It's not something that is very good for Antonio Conte. Antonio Conte are paying dues when it comes to playing in league games. When it comes to winning league titles, he's shown, in fact, he is a good manager. Now, what he needs to do for Napoli is to go find the Champions League. You don't fancy Napoli to win Champions League, but you fancy them to have a result that sounding result. Because they've got a manager that he's shown clearly, when it comes to winning the league, he's a master of it. If you can give consistency over a 38-week period, winning leagues for 6 times, and winning for 4 different teams or so, he needs to win something for a team of Napoli or even another team in Europe. Because he's really done well, he's really paid his dues, and so domestic league. But for the cup games, we name the approach would come. But today I expect him to give something that is very good. Paris Saint-Germain and Barcelona. You will say, the players that they saw my game I didn't know or can be. But these are 2 managers that they come with systems. They don't care who is available, who is not available. they do with system. It's the more reason why the limited resources say what Barcelona no. Hansi Flick at media here, Juma, because he deals with system. When you fit into my system, you can give me the result that I need. That is the same thing Enrique is using at team of Paris Saint-Germain. It's about systems. When the system is something that you can fit in, you are going to give your all. Today is one of the days that I will not even want to miss a minute from this game. Because we are going to watch one of the games that whoever controls the midfield, whoever will be effective will carry the day, regardless players no money available. No. Look at Paris Saint-Germain. Marquinhos was more, Dembele more, Doué more, Kvaratskhelia more, but still the system will come, and if the system functions, they will definitely get something out of this game. But look at the midfield battle today. When you have Dion, or Pedri, now Omar, these are three midfielders that so background so control game that they can control the game for you. They have the technical ability to keep the ball away from their opponent. And luckily for us, we have the same crop of players, and even maybe even better in Paris Saint-Germain. Vitinha, Neves, and Abrantes, Fabian Ruiz. These are also three players that they can also keep the ball. They have that technical ability to keep the ball from the opponent. Today is a day that whoever will be able to control the midfield, when you get the ball, you are going to play. You are going to control the midfield. But after controlling the midfield, what you do with the ball, your final passes, and when you relay the final pass to your players, would they be able to get at the back of the net? And then, what about my man? On a win. Barcelona win in over 2.5.
Mate, made us say, pa, no, the other by a maestro, na, you're running a call, your name, Mouse and a Kobe G, or the answer Paul from